Good morning, everybody. It is May 6th, and it is not yet 5:30 in the morning. And I wanted to just share, there is a deep, deep, deep need for me to be authentic in this world. And it was such a part of my healing before. And now in this pandemic, I am realizing again how important it is to me to be real, and we're all leveled. We're all leveled through this. That you know, um, eh, our fancy outfits, our bank accounts, the way we look, the cars we drive, the houses we live in, all of those things don't. Don't matter, our jobs, our titles, all of the plans that we had, we're all leveled. And, it's been pretty good for me in terms of managing through the last couple of months of all of this. But what I realize is, I was laying in bed here for about at least over an hour, just thinking about what's on my mind, not wishing it would go away, not analyzing, oh my gosh, not worrying. But what was really pressing on my mind was this, again, this need to be real. And I'm reminded from my years of therapy, as my therapist, 20 years ago or however long ago said, one of our deepest needs as human beings is to have a witness to our story. And I'm not talking about a witness in terms of, writing a book or being famous through a movie, just being known. And that's the area that I really struggled with in my life for a lot of reasons, because I just was invisible and I didn't belong, and I stuffed a lot of things, and I just wasn't my authentic self or my whole self. And so, anyway, I can't imagine, like, we're all going through this together and everybody's experience is different. But, I'm like, what's your real experience? What's your real experience with how you're processing through a day, with your job? Are you taking new classes? Are you struggling? There is a disparity. And inequity with different people, with different communities throughout this whole pandemic, right? Even right here in our Seattle area, of course, there is. But this is what I'm thinking of. And, I just, is it always happy? I'm a inspirational speaker, I'm a coach, I'm a trainer, pretty positive. But it's not always joy for me. In a day, I might go, have lots of, I don't call them mood swings, and it's not like I'm, manic depressive or anything like that. I don't have any of that or any depression, but it's just a reality, and choosing to be present where I am. I could, really be really full of gratitude and excited for something that happened, and then, frustrated or feeling sad or feeling lonely. What I do is I give myself permission to feel all of those things. But where I am stuck right now, which is why I'm doing this as I'm waking up, is because I need more. I need a deeper level. I need to bring the wholeness of me, the rawness of me, what's true for me, in order to feel integrated. Because I think it's too easy to hide behind, whether it's a mask that everything's okay, or hide behind, I'm only going to show up when things are really great. I don't know. But what I do know to be true is, for me, it's just now is the time, during this time where we're all globally in transition and shut down in one way or another. Now is the time. If not now, when? When will I fully integrate with my faith? When will I fully integrate with, my thoughts? That, I'm a deep thinker. I learned that, and therefore give myself permission to be. But so I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up and I'm going to share really where I'm at, because what it's going to do for me anyway is it's going to release me. It's going to release new levels of me, new levels of authenticity for which I need. I need that professionally. I need that personally, first and foremost. I need that spiritually. I need it for my family. And so the best way I know how to do that is just to bring forth the real me. So what I'll say about this, and I will say this now, I want to keep these thoughts short, but what I'll say about this is domestic violence is on the rise from this pandemic. They're calling it a pandemic within a pandemic. And what I know, and I'm speaking from past personal experience, and there's just a few things I want to share. What I want to share for sure is in Washington State, if you need to, you can now file a protection order online in Washington State. There are plenty of resources for friends and family if you suspect, or if you need to figure out how to support people who are in that situation. And there'll be more to come on this. As a matter of fact, I was interviewed from the Center for Leadership and Community Engagement at Central Washington University, and that is going to be coming out tomorrow. But what I want to say about this is, in my own raw thinking, I think there's a lot of me that is able to walk through this time for many reasons, for facing truths and hardships before, and adversity, through my faith, through therapy, through having learned new skills to have helped me. But one of the other things is that when I was going through a separation and then criminal hearings and all these things from a domestic violence marriage back in 2000, my whole infrastructure shut down, much like how you might be experiencing this pandemic, or people where the whole infrastructure, your security, your physical safety, you're afraid of getting, coronavirus and how that might impact you, your finances, maybe you've lost your job. Well, I was cut off from bank accounts and I was homeless, and how are you going to eat, and your emotional state, because the longer you have to journey through something, as I'm sure you're realizing, the more taxing it is on your psychology. And and this is where we need to get help. Sometimes we need mental help, sometimes we need good friends, we have to spiritual help, we need to maybe that's meditation. But this is where I invested years and years of time and money and resources into getting healthy, because this time for me of domestic violence 2 decades ago did a number on me. But it's the skills that I learned from that time, that and the habits that I put in place from that time, that is helping me to walk through this now. And it's still hard. Some days or some moments in a day during this pandemic are still hard. And I think I have to reach out and pull out every trick that I have learned, every tool that I have learned, every skill that I have developed to be in that toolbox. And that's why, you're going to see me with no makeup, because guess what? When you're in survival, and maybe you are in that mode, maybe you're not, but I'm thinking back to 20 years ago, wearing your best outfits and taking a bunch of photos and posting them, it wasn't the driver. The drive was survival. And so, I spend time developing my mental health, my emotional health, and that's where I'm at now. And so what I realize, and because I've been here before, it just looked different. I've been here before, and it's why I need to be really honest. And one thing I know is that the fastest way to be honest is to speak my truth and to speak it out loud. And when I do it on camera or video, or if I post it or if I don't, but if I post it especially, I can't take it back. So what happens is there's quantum leaps of breakthrough. And that's what I want, and that's what I need. I need quantum leaps of breakthrough to new levels of authenticity, because this time, this season in life, this unprecedented season in life is requiring that of me. And I can feel as though there's a dis-ease if I'm not going to walk through that. And now I need to walk through it. If not now, when? How are you experiencing this? And I'd love to know, but you don't have to answer me. But I can't be the only one who is thinking through these things and is reaching deep and is just here in this way. So anyway, I'm Kim Peterson, and this is my story for right now, May 6th, and now it's probably close to 5:30. So have a great day. Bye for now.